Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the New Mexico Lobos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So New Mexico's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Buckley. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that energy and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Under fire. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Lobos. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's McKinney. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the filthy move, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grab near the sticks. It's Buckley. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Lobos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Push down for the tackle.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it near midfield. Returns like that are why you don't. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
To convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's McKinney. Boom. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
Quarterback's ability.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Wants to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush at you.
Touchdown, New Mexico! They move on top here on the... This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Creates a little space. Gets some yardage and gets down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes... They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Toss to the outside. Running to Green. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense? Bear breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Moving away from pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this deep. The Lobos just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They boot it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, New Mexico.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so...
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Reach up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The inside handoff. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it out. It's Blair. Pulled down at the 18.
At the 18, and the New Mexico offense will take over first and 10.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Humphrey. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed...
He's going for it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Lobos are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks...
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Lobos! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. Be 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside and making the big tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pretty solid coverage there. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Humphrey. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, and there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Lobos are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! And with that, they move out front. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Humphrey. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's going for the big play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here comes the noise of this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's in. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Power football with the run. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I?
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Lobos. They got the score now. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.